There are people who dream of changing their lives. They want success, freedom, happiness, but they never move. Why? Because they're waiting for the perfect moment. They think they need more money, more time, more experience before they can start. But here's the truth I've learned over decades. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. You may not be able to buy that big house yet, but you can pay off your credit card debt with discipline, consistency, and pride. You may not have the resources to launch a billion-dollar startup, but you can send that email to a potential client with respect, professionalism, and belief in yourself. You may not be ready to write a best-selling book, but you can write one sentence today with honesty, passion, and heart. Greatness isn't about the scale of your action. It's about the mindset behind it. So stop waiting. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can, and do it in a great way. One of the most powerful principles from Think and Grow Rich is this: you will receive everything you want if you give enough value in return. That doesn't mean you have to have wealth or fame before you contribute. It means you must give even when you have little. Winners don't wait until they're rich to help others. They give their time, knowledge, and energy because they know true success begins with generosity. Value isn't just material. Value is kindness. Value is effort. Value is integrity. So if you can't give much, give with all your heart. If you can't act boldly, act with a bold mindset. Remember, the world rewards those who add value, no matter how small the action. Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb on his first try. He tried thousands of times. Did anyone call him a genius after the first failure? No. But he believed in the value of every small attempt and turned them into one giant leap. Opportunity rarely knocks loudly. It often shows up disguised as a small task, a tiny project, or a boring responsibility. And if you do those small things in a great way, opportunity will grow. Big chances come from consistent action, commitment, and quality in the small stuff. So don't wait for the perfect door to open. Build your own path, one step at a time. Here's a lesson I've learned through years of research and interviews. You cannot control your circumstances, but you always control your attitude. You can't control a down economy, but you can control how you respond to it. You can't control how people judge you, but you can control how you see yourself. You can't control mistakes, but you can control what you learn from them. And if you can't do something big today, do something small, but with a positive, determined, and honest attitude. That's how you build a Napoleon Hill mindset. What separates the successful from the rest is not talent, is not luck, is discipline. Successful people don't wake up full of energy every morning. They get up anyway. They don't eat healthy because they hate junk food. They choose wisely because they understand long-term value. They don't work hard because they love stress. They do it because they know progress is built daily. You don't need to be a genius. Just be consistent with small actions. You don't need to do extraordinary things. Just do ordinary things in an extraordinary way. Fear doesn't mean you're weak. Fear means you care. Are you afraid of failing? Good. That means you're stepping out of your comfort zone. Are you afraid of being judged? Great. That means you're living authentically. Are you afraid? You're not good enough? Normal. Everyone feels that. But here's what separates average people from exceptional ones. Average people stop because they're scared. Exceptional people keep going, even when they are. So if you can't do something big, do something small, but do it with courage. You don't need to eliminate fear. You just need to not let it run your life. Your life isn't defined by what you wish for. It's defined by what you do. Wherever you are, whatever you have, however many times you failed, you still have the right to start again. Start small and start in a great way. So, today make a promise to yourself. I won't wait for big opportunities. I'll do small things in a big way. I won't compare myself to others. I'll focus on my personal growth. I won't wait for motivation. I'll create it through action. I won't let fear stop me. I'll move forward even when I'm afraid. And I'll never stop believing in my own power. Because I know success isn't a distant mountain. It's small steps, moving in the right direction. Thank you for joining me today on the Napoleon Hill Mindset. Do small things in a big way. If this episode inspired you, share it with someone who needs a push today. If you learned something new, write down one small action you'll take tomorrow. And remember, you don't need to do something huge to make a huge difference. You just need to do small things in a big way. See you next time on the Napoleon Hill Mindset. Live with purpose, act with intention, and always believe in your own power, peace, success, and relentless action.